What is going on? I am zmoT, also known as a non-moose in your archipelago, in your hearts, and in your dreams, and all those fantastic places to be. Anyways, today is War Factory Day. Not going to use Dr. Vitamin on this account, but stick around. We will get Dr. Vitamin into the mix, just not sure where. This one is going to be interesting. Let's have a look. Okay, so this, with two grapplers, typically there are shock launchers here. These grapplers will be a pain in the butt because we can get rid of shock launchers easily. We can't get rid of grapplers quite so easily because, as you can see there, 132,000 health. A little bit of quick math. Man, I'm good. Anyways, we're going to do our standard. We're going to get rid of these rocket launchers that range the kill zone. We're going to drop Everspark like so. We're going to then flare that far rocket launcher. Now, right now, we don't actually need to mark anything. Typically, uh-oh, I think I missed the rocket. Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. I freaked out a little bit. That's going to actually screw up things. Now, Everspark will hack the closest defense on her second hack, and that closest defense happens to be that rocket launcher that's sitting right next to her. Should be able to hack the both. So typically I would mark some things, but just by placing her, nothing else is damaged. So placing her exactly where we want. Oh no, we're going to be low on GBE. So that extra flare, remember that extra flare? Totally screwed us up. So just a complete and utter failure. Sure, we got rid of an extra rocket launcher that doesn't do anything to us at all. But now, let's throw some gunboat energy on those back mortars. If you've never seen this configuration before, fairly straightforward. This is a very, very straightforward one. Every single person who is XP 37 or higher should be able to take this down. I'm not just making things up. I truly do mean that. XP 37, give this a shot. You can grind it. You can get this down. I'm going to throw one more artillery. As soon as that lands, we're going to retreat, losing a total of 0 troops so far. So much goodness happening here. We are just so strong. Gearhart can't stop us. This is an HQ17 account, and at this point, really, you know what? I don't know that we need to hack a heck of a lot more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring Everspark in. We're going to drop her here. I'm not going to use the Grappler Express for anything, unfortunately, because we just don't need it. Like, there's nothing up there that we need to hack. Everspark, we're going to get rid of this rocket launcher, and then I'm going to get rid of this rocket launcher too. Just on, uh-oh, that's supposed to be an artillery. Quickly getting those second hacks out, not off to a flying start, but getting rid of those two rocket launchers at the front there should set us up fairly nicely to get rid of that front laser. Every time I have left that front laser there, people have been sad and failed as a result. So if you're wondering why the heck we're going to go for that front laser, it's simply because results show that getting rid of that front laser makes all the difference in the world. And if you're wondering why I hacked that other rocket launcher, it just means that I have one shock at the back now. I can shock those 4 rocket launchers and that one laser with 0 difficulty at all. So we're basically taking my mistake and we're making lemonade out of it. So once we get one more artillery, I'm going to retreat. Come on, artillery. Where are you? Not watching my troops. Oh, we've lost a couple troops. We've lost 2 zookas. There we go. And as soon as that is about to land, we're going to retreat. I lost 4 zookas over on the right-hand side, but we got an extra artillery out of the deal, so not bad at all. As you can see, back up to 140 diamonds now, which is pretty darn good for a week, just being in a fantastic task force. If you are low level, struggling on War Factory, struggling on PvP, whatever it might be, come join Infant 9. If you're anywhere from in this neighborhood, if you're slightly lower, we can probably make room for you. Or I should say we have room for you. So come on in, sit right down. Let's get this Boom Beach thing happening together. Now it's time for the dangerous bit. We're going to go like this. We're going to go one smoke right on the shore, right on where the water laps up there on the beach. And then we're going to throw all our flags right into there, get all of our troops up nice and close to that laser. We're going to go right there. And now all we need is 2 shocks. 2 shocks will basically do everything we could possibly dream of here. So 2 easy shocks, one on this laser right here, and one back here on these rocket launchers. And this laser, I did not shock that laser at the back, but it turns out we didn't actually have to. So actually, you know what? We're going to retreat now. Need to throw a barrage. Forgot that those rocket launchers were going to come unshocked. I was going to try and retreat and get some of these boxes down here. Did not think that through whatsoever. So now we've got 2 attacks to take the core down. Fairly stiff still. We got a smoke over to here. We're going to get rid of these grapplers, which some people will say is crazy, but to them I say, yeah, probably. So now we've got, now that laser right there, I shocked it. I was concerned about it. It turns out didn't even range. So don't bring Everspark because she's going to bring some critters which will potentially activate that laser. But then all you need is 1 shock and you can get rid of that laser. And now all of a sudden you can gap your smokes a little bit. Obviously those rocket launchers will ruin your life if you gap too much. But throwing our first smoke just to the right of that factory supplies, right about there, and we should be able to get all 8 of our boats underneath without too much difficulty. If you're wondering why I threw Everspark out to the left, by doing that, you guarantee yourself that you're going to end up with all your troops under smoke. That is a little trick I like to do. By putting Everspark out to the right, she gets underneath smoke so incredibly quickly because she's only 1 troop, and you just increase your chances of getting all your troops underneath that 1 smoke. We're going to throw a hack, and that hack, the reason for that hack is because I don't want all of the buildings shooting at me. I want to have some of them focused on something else, give Everspark a chance to get some critters out. Then we're going to throw all of our gunboat energy onto those back mortars, because mortars take many troops at a time due to their splash damage. And now we're just clearing things nice and slow and methodically. Everspark's critters are coming out. There's no lasers anywhere in range, so we're not concerned about anything except for the range of those rocket launchers. And we should be golden. I don't know if we're actually going to take it down this time or not, because there's a whole bunch of buildings that want to punch us in the face. But Everspark now getting some critters out. We're just going to keep clearing, and then as soon as that sniper tower is down, we're going to move back, because we don't want anything to do with machine guns or mortars or rocket launchers or lasers. Just getting our zookas the heck out of the way. Now, should probably be flaring the core at this point, but I'm basically resigned myself that, hey, we're going to need to do 1 more attack. So I'm going to flare that boom cannon, get our zookas focused on it. So just for our next attack, because the war of attrition, we are not going to win. All of these boom cannons and things just wrecking all of our zookas' faces. So did we take it down on our first core hit? No, but it's such an easy hit at this point. All we have to do is save our gunboat energy to get our troops there. Man, those diamonds gone every week. Just a reminder, if you find these videos helpful, useful, please consider throwing my name in your creator boost in the shop there, because I be going through diamonds like they're going out of style. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I have been purchasing diamonds on a couple accounts of late, so any sort of creator boosts you can throw my way are greatly appreciated. They just go towards improving the channel, giving good stuff towards you guys, prizes and whatnot. Speaking of prizes and whatnot, I have a big prize giveaway coming fairly soon, so do make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss this one. It's got some stuff from me, some stuff from Supercell, all sorts of goodness. Anyways, let's get this down. At this point, it's all done but the crying, or whatever the heck that expression is. Here goes War Factory. This is an HQ17 with terrible statues. This account has absolutely awful statues. I'll show you in about 8 seconds or so. Then we'll move along, get a different account out with Dr. Vitamin. We'll try and take this down 2 more different ways. This one is the simple, straightforward, low level. Then we'll get into some fun stuff in a second. But check these statues out. Just so bad. I have not got good statues on any one of my accounts, except for the Team Oz. Long forgotten at this point. troop damage 20%, gunboat energy 22%. That is my third or fourth gunboat energy masterpiece, and that's the best I've managed to get. So not awesome. Let's get a purple, what is that thing called, shard going so that we can hopefully get a guardian that is decent. Now, you'll see I got lots and lots of powder, almost 200 powder on this account, but you shouldn't have to use powder to take down Gearhart. It's good practice not to, but at the same time, use some of that powder, clear your map, get some intel for your task force one more time. This is Infant 9. Consider sending us a join request. You can see the levels here. We got all the way up from 61, ridiculously strong, all the way down to 39-ish. So if you're in the 39, 30, say if you're 37 or above, come hit us up. We got a spot for you. Otherwise, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we're going to go with this account, and I'm going to use, oh, we have no gold. That's because I was doing ridiculous, silly things yesterday. So let's see if we can't pick up some gold. I don't want to touch that resource boat quite yet. Let's just see. Come on, residents, get healed up. Let's see what you got for us. I promise there's some gold in there somewhere. And now let's quickly pick up all of our NPCs so we actually have some gold to get this down. Speaking of spending diamonds, you don't want to spend diamonds on troops. Bad idea. Use diamonds on basically anything but. I use my diamonds to get powder. You guys hopefully use your diamonds to speed up your progression to max. Let's get all, oh, there's some gold right there. I don't like to take gold though. I like to take all sorts of shards because as you can see here, my sculptor is just not busy enough. Look how terrible this is. 4,300, 4,500, like just so bad. Anyways, what have we got loaded? We're just going to use this. We're going to mix in a couple boats of vitamins because vitamins are the troop du jour. And I am so incredibly French. What is that? That is not a vitamin, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so now let's just get going. We're going to use Bullet because Bullet likes to get taunted, and let's just go. We're going to have a look quickly to see where Bullet is going to work out, where he's not. So those grapplers are going to grab Bullet. There's no doubt about that. Those rocket launchers, not going to be a big concern. So let's just... This troop combo is not one I recommend at all. Like, this is not a great troop combo for trying to smoke anywhere, but we're going to give it a shot simply because we're here, and why the heck not? So my smokes are late because I was trying to get Bullet in a place that he doesn't want to be, but at the same time, that might help with getting our, what are those things called? Vitamins. Like, these vitamin dudes are going to be a problem because Bullet and the gang are headed off, and those vitamins, thankfully, here's the good thing about the vitamins, they don't heal one another. So if those were medics, they would stick around at the shore there, but because they're vitamin dudes, they don't heal one another, so they're not going to run off over to that left-hand side. And now, ugh, this is going to be super duper ridiculous. We're going to flare into there. I'm going to taunt the left-hand side grapplers because I want Bullet out front. Bullet's going to taunt everything, and then all of these vitamin dudes are going to throw stuff on top. We're just going to keep those grapplers taunted, and ugly Zooka Vitamin Bullet Bombardier solo. Very straightforward war factory, because typically there's like some sort of laser or something down below there. There's shock launchers over here, so those grapplers and cheap shocks just made that far too easy. We will try something slightly more interesting, more dynamic on my next account. Let's do one more hit. We've done the solo, we've done the low level. Let's quickly switch it up. I'll be back in one more second. Okay, so now we've got bombardiers and vitamins and medics and tanks loaded. Let's just go with that to be, let's just do that. I just upgraded my energy drink to level 6. Not sure why that was so low. As you can see here, I've got all sorts of trader tickets, but no tokens. So I went through a big trader ticket opening festival. If you don't know the order of trader tickets and the order of rewards, please let me know, because that is a standard known issue. So now all we need to do is avoid grappler range, and we should be home free. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get Bullet up here. And then we're going to get tanks over here and bombardiers over here, and then just medics and things elsewhere. So at this point, we're just going to walk forward. I don't think we're going to have any problems with anything on this map, except possibly that left-hand side laser once we get a bit closer, because Bullet can't get all the lasers to lock onto him. If you've never had lasers lock on, please do give it a shot, because it is so incredibly useful. Lasers lock onto a target until death, and by doing that, you can guarantee yourself that your troops are going to stay alive. So we're just going to keep some of those... Uh-oh, those critters are in a bad spot. That was not a good usage of critters. Uh-oh, energy drink. I forgot to keep Bullet alive. Not super awesome on my part. So now we're just down to tanks. You want to keep Bullet alive. That was not a great job by me. I was not planning that terribly well. I can clear my map like a boss using this troop combo, but as far as keeping Bullet alive, that was not super duper awesome. So now shocks are super cheap, thankfully, otherwise we would get absolutely wrecked right now. But tanks and grenadiers and medics and vitamins, they're so strong. People have been telling me this for a long time to clear your map. This is one of the major troop combos I used when I was pushing victory points. Obviously I didn't use vitamins and I didn't use bombardiers because they didn't exist, but otherwise such a good troop combo. Let's get rid of that laser before it comes back to life. Let's get one more set of critters out, and now just clearing all of this stuff as we watch our troops get absolutely pummeled. I mean, fairly decent. Obviously, this is going to set you up for some sort of core hit. If you are a tank medic player, it's sometimes a good idea to branch out, because now that we've got all this stuff clear, if you come up here with squishy troops, be it rifle, zooka, medic, whatever the heck it is, you're going to have fantastic successes. So it's always a good idea to use the troops that match your job description, I think. So this next hit, if you use tank medic, it's going to be far more difficult than if you just use rifle zookas, but we're going to use tanks and bombardiers anyways, simply because we've already got them loaded. Come on. I just want that last laser to go down so I can retreat. There we go. We're going to pull out here quickly. I'm going to throw one more artillery on those 4 mortars, simply because why not? And then we will come back and try to keep Bullet alive. I have not done a fantastic job of that so far. And we're going to use Taunt. Mr. Glyphos, yesterday was his birthday, and he was saying, with Bullet and vitamins, why the heck are you using energy drink, because you don't need it? And I said to him, you know what, you're kind of right. So anyways, his birthday, big shout out to Glyphos. We're going to get Bullet taunting all sorts of things. We're going to watch our medics run where they shouldn't be running. And then we're just going to get critters, and there's going to be lots of taunting happening, lots of medics running where they shouldn't be running, and then we're just going to keep this going. Now, you'll notice those grapplers are not grappling anything because they're taunted. Anytime you run a taunt inside a building's blind spot, it's not going to do anything. It just shuts down and it can't figure out what to do. I don't know if that's a glitch or a bug or a intended feature, but it works incredibly well. As you can see here, ran out of gunboat energy, which pulled a tank in, and that wasn't a terrible thing, to be completely honest. Our vitamins feel like they're not doing anything. I guess they are hitting Bullet, getting a little bit of goodness onto Bullet, but overall, not awesome. Bullet and Taunt, you see, I have not needed to use energy drink at all. If I had energy drink loaded, that is. Taunt has been a far better choice. So if you were watching my video yesterday saying, why are you not using Taunt or Shock Knuckles, here you go. Far better idea. And why I didn't think of that was just sheer laziness. Now I'm going to pull over into here, because otherwise those boom surprises are going to take out all of our troops, and we definitely don't want that. Bullet, I mean, the vitamins are for people who use non-smokey troops or troops that take some damage. Vitamins are a fantastic, ridiculously strong troop, and I highly recommend giving them a shot. Some people out there have been saying they suck and they're terrible and all that. I disagree. For troop combos like this, they are a fantastic, fantastic addition. And not everything has to work with zookas or warriors. So pretty happy with how Dr. Vitamin has turned out. As far as the engineer and all that sort of stuff, they have buffed the engineer, hoping they come back nice and strong. Otherwise, that's it. That is War Factory for July 30th. I'm a little bit late. Business as usual these days. It seems time zone's not super friendly with me. Anyways, that's all for me. Keep booming those beaches. I'm zmoT. As always, thank you for coming in, commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, clicking that bell, all that fun stuff. And one more time, big shout out to Gleefos for having a birthday and getting older. If it's your birthday, if it's your anniversary, if it's whatever the heck it is, hit me up in the comments and I will do my bestest to shout you out. Otherwise, talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.